Hi everyone, I am Karan and welcome to Karan's Gyan. Today I'll be comparing the great Indian IT companies where I'll be choosing the top 6 IT companies based on their market capitalization, and I'll be comparing them on the basis of a variety of criterias that include valuation, profitability, growth, and overall balance sheet. Now, there are no prizes for you to guess what the top Indian IT companies would be, but still, I would discuss them. The top Indian IT companies based on market capitalization are TCS, Infosys, HCL, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, and L&T Infotech. And just so that you know, all these IT companies have a market capitalization of more than 40,000 crore. So you can figure out what is the scale of these IT companies. Now, discussing the criterias in detail, the first criteria is valuation, which is one of the most important criterias. We need to differentiate if a share is cheaply valued or expensively valued. The basis of valuation would be price to earning, price to book, and dividend yield, because well, dividend yield is really important for investors who rely on fixed income, and these investors are mostly middle aged to older people. Now, talking about profitability. So, after valuation, profitability is really important. To understand how profitable a company is, we'll have a look at return on investment. How much returns are they getting for investing some amount of money? We look at the operating profit margin, and more than that, we'll be comparing these figures to the 5-year average ROI and the 5-year average operating profit margin. Well, simply because we don't want to see any anomaly, because sometimes in some business cycles some companies report higher ROI or higher operating profit margin, while in the other business cycles they go back to where they were. So we this will help us sort out the anomaly that we see due to business cycles. Now, talking about growth, growth is also important to see how much the share price would appreciate. So there are two things: dividend and capital gains. So growth would help us analyze how much capital gains can we expect based on the revenue growth of a company. So I have given out criterias of 1 year historical revenue growth and 5-year historical revenue growth. Along with it, I have thrown a bonus of a criteria of 3-year historical dividend growth. So again, for fixed income investors, 3-year historical dividend growth can give them an idea of how much that dividend is increasing over the years, because well, as revenue of a company is increasing, they would be in a better position to give out the profits to shareholders and in turn rewarding them. Now, lastly, talking about the balance sheet, we'll get an idea about the total debt of each company, what component of the debt is the long term debt, and of course, cash and equivalent. So, even cash gives out a broad idea about how capable is a company in giving out dividends. Now, coming to valuation, we have 6 companies, like I said: TCS, Infosys, HCL, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, and L&T Infotech. Now, if I look at the current market price, TCS is the most expensive in current market price. If I look at price to earning and price to book value, TCS is the most expensive stock, followed by L&T Infotech, and in the number 3 place is Infosys. If I talk about dividend yield, TCS pays the highest dividend. In fact, TCS pays dividend quarterly as far as I know. So it's a good bet for people who want fixed income. Next, in dividend deal, we got Tech Mahindra, and lastly, we got Infosys. So these 3 companies are good for dividend in the sector of IT sector. Now, talking about cheaply valued share, I say Wipro is the cheapest share available with the lowest price to book value of 2.81 and price to earnings of 16.47. If I look at the second most cheapest share, it is Tech Mahindra. Tech Mahindra has a price to book value of equivalent to Wipro, and in fact a lower price to earning than Wipro, and it has a good dividend yield. So Tech Mahindra can be a good share that is cheap and provides a good dividend yield. Now, talking about profitability. Profitability is an important criteria for you to recognize the companies that have a good profit, and to recognize the viability of a company and the business it is in. So if I look at profitability, the highest return on investment is given by TCS. It has a return on investment of 36.29%. No wonder it is so highly valued, because no matter what business you are in, if you have a return on investment of 40%, about 40%, I would say, you are in a segment that is going to make you a billionaire in the coming years, because 40% return of investment is a hard sight to see. If I look at a 5 year average ROI, this is basically compounded. So each year for the past 5 years, TCS has an average ROI of 33%. Now, if I look at operating profit margin is good enough for TCS. I would say, in fact, it is the highest in the all six shares. No wonder it is the most expensive share. It has the highest ROI, it has the highest operating profit margin. If I talk about the lowest ROI, the lowest ROI is Wipro. Wipro has the lowest ROI of about 16.19. If I look at a 5 year average ROI, it's 14.89. If I talk about operating profit margin, Tech Mahindra has the lowest operating profit margin of about 18%. If I look at a 5 year average, and 7.6% if I look at for this year. So that's why we see the valuation of Tech Mahindra and Wipro to be low. Talking about the second highest operating profit margin, Infosys has the second highest operating profit margin, followed by HCL. So HCL seems like a good bet for me, given its operating profit margin and good ROI. Now talking about ROI, I forgot to mention L&T. L&T has the second highest ROI, following TCS. So again, a good bet there for people looking for good capital gains. Now, talking about growth, we need to recognize how much is the revenue growing over the period of 1 to 5 years. Apart from profitability, growth of revenue is important. Now talking about revenue growth, we have seen HCL has experienced the highest revenue growth of about 16%. And if I look at the 5 year revenue growth, it isn't the highest, it is second highest. But we have seen that this year's revenue growth of HCL is higher than its 5 year average compounded revenue growth. So it seems that HCL is growing faster than it was growing a few years ago, whereas the growth of other companies has slowed down. If I look at TCS, its growth was 10.43%, and now it has come to 7%, so slowing. Even Infosys is slowing down. L&T Infotech is also slowing down, and so is Tech Mahindra. So only HCL is the company in all top 6 IT companies whose growth is increasing, whose rate of growth is increasing, and again a fantastic share we got here. Talking about Wipro, Wipro has the lowest revenue growth. I would say about 3.62% year on year, and about 5.27% compounded for the last 5 years. If I look at dividend growth, over the past 3 years, TCS has its dividend grown by about 50% each year. So this is not over a period of 3 years, but this is compounded. So each year, the dividend given out by TCS has increased by about 45.91% compounded, and followed by we got L&T Infotech. So even L&T Infotech's dividend growth is about 20% each year. So a good bet for you. Talking about Tech Mahindra, third highest. Now, if I talk about HCL, HCL's dividend growth has decreased. This is mainly because HCL is not giving out cash, but it is reinvesting in the company so that it grows more. Now, talking about the balance sheet of TCS looks the most best, like the most glittering, as I would say. It has the highest cash and cash equivalents of 35,800 crores, so it can afford to give out dividends for a longer period of time even after its business has slowed down. Now talking about total debt is about 6,000 crore, and most of the debt is long term debt, so no problems. If I look at a short term side, in fact no problems at all, seeing its cash and cash equivalents. Talking about lowest debt, L&T Infotech has the lowest debt. L&T Infotech has a debt of 32 crores, and if I compare it to the cash equivalents of 2800 crores, it is in an excellent position. Looking at the growth of L&T Infotech, I'd say this is an excellent buy. Talking about Tech Mahindra, Tech Mahindra again has second lowest cash and cash equivalents and the second lowest debt. And the long term debt is basically 178 crores, so most of its debt has to be repaid over the short term. Talking about the second highest company with cash and cash equivalents, it is Wipro. Wipro has the second highest cash and cash equivalents, but the highest amount of debt. If I look at the short term debt obligation, Wipro also has the highest amount of short term debt obligations, but it wouldn't be a trouble looking at its high cash and equivalents. Now this is basically my analysis of all the criterias. Now to sum it up, I would give you a better conclusion. Now looking at TCS, it is the most expensive share of the lot. It has the best dividend, it has the highest dividend growth, it has the highest operating profit margin, it has highest ROI both 1 year and 5 year, and it has most cash available. So TCS is the best bet for people looking for fixed income, steady income without much fluctuation in the share price. So I would highly recommend TCS out of all these six shares. Talking about Infosys, now Infosys is a good company, but if I compare it to TCS, it is not as good. If I look at it's expensive, look at how expensive it is. It is the third most expensive. It has the third best dividend yield, and it has the second best operating profit margin. Again, good but not as great as TCS. So I would recommend Infosys for people who do not want fixed income but are looking for capital gains over the period of 5 to 10 years. HCL, so HCL I feel is the best company if someone is looking for capital gains and not dividend. um, Now, if I look at it, has the highest 1 year revenue growth, it has the second highest 5 year revenue growth. If I look at operating profit margin, third best operating profit margin. However, its dividend growth is negative. Hence, like I said, it is good for capital gains and not for fixed income. Talking about Wipro, Wipro is the cheapest. It has the lowest dividend yield. It has the lowest return on investment. It has the lowest revenue growth. It has the second most cash available, and it has the highest debt. And no wonder it is the most cheapest share out of all six shares. So if someone wants exposure in IT companies and they are choosing between these six shares, I would not recommend Wipro. However, Wipro is an excellent share, but in comparison, I'm not recommending Wipro. Talking about Tech Mahindra, I would not recommend Tech Mahindra either. It is the second most cheapest in terms of price to book value, price to earnings, second highest in dividend yield. So it can be good for fixed income and it is cheap. Moreover, it has the lowest operating profit margin, both 1 year and 5 years. So this is something in comparison that I don't find great. But if I look at dividend yield, it is fine and it is cheap too. Talking about L&T Infotech. So for capital gains, I'll highly recommend two shares, HCL and L&T Infotech. The market has valued L&T Infotech as the third most expensive. If I look at price to book value and price to earning, it has the second highest ROI, it has the second highest revenue growth, and it has the lowest debt. So for capital gains, again I would repeat, L&T Infotech, HCL. For a good dividend yield and constant dividend yield, I would highly recommend TCS and somewhat recommend Tech Mahindra, but only for the dividend yield, not for a good amount of investments. Other than that, Wipro and Infosys are good investment bets, but in comparison to the other IT companies, its criterias don't match the prowess of the other four IT companies. So, guys, this is pretty much it about the grid in IT companies, and I hope you like my video. Thank you very much and have a nice day.